Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So my name is Ashish, and today we are going to talk about one important DAX function, which is related to switch versus if DAX function. So many of you, if you are especially starting the Power BI, if you are a beginner or maybe if you are having less experience, then this is the DAX function where you are going to confuse. And maybe if you are going to attend an interview, so the interviewer is asking you what is the main difference when we have to use the switch and when we have to use the if. Okay, so both are the logical function, both are going to work as the same. Okay, the output you are going to get from the both as are the same, but we need to understand when we need to use the switch and when it's the chance after using if condition. Okay, so let's try to understand here. We'll go to workshop, we'll try to check first the if text function why we are going to use, and then second we will try to learn why and when we have to use the switch text function. So let's jump to the workshop scenario. Okay, so I have one table here. Let me show you. So that fact table I have connected. This is the sales fact table, and into the sales fact table I have some transaction ID, date, reason, products, their segment, sales amount, cost, quantity, and profit margin. For an example, let's try to understand. We have some year, and based on the year, we are having the reason, their products, and their sales amount. Now, I have one small requirement. I just wanted to give two category. If my sales are less than 75 lakh, I just wanted to give them as a flag as a good. And if it is greater than 75 lakh, the sale have been done, then I wanted to flag them as a excellent. So if this is the scenario, then we have to use switch or we have to use DAX that we are going to know here. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you why we have to use here if condition. Okay, so the first thing, let me tell you, if conditions are going to use when we are having a single or very few condition, one or two condition. In this scenario we are having only two condition. If my sale is less than this, then you keep this flag. If that is greater than this, then you keep this flag. So then it's very easy to use this if condition, easy to read. It's lightweight, perfect for small logic, and no need to overcomplicate. Okay, then we can achieve it by if, and even also we can achieve it by switch also. But in this scenario where we have to get outcome based on only one input or two input, then it's recommended to use only the if condition. Why the if condition? Because this is a single or few condition, very easy to read, and it's very lightweight, it will work perfectly. Okay, so for an example, if I have to give this kind of the scenario, this kind of the flag, I will just try to create a new measure that I will create. I will give the name like sales flag. Okay, and I will just name it like if, and simply I will use here the if DAX function, and logical test is asking about what you want to give the result. Okay, so my result will be simply sum of sales amount. Okay, this is my logical test, and if my this sum of sales amount logical test is less than, okay, less than 75 lakh, so I will keep as a 75 lakh. Okay, so this 75 lakh, if this is less than this, then simply you give me output as a good. Okay, and false condition is automatically is going to apply it, because if that is less than this, then you will a good, and if it is greater than this, then simply you give me the next condition, which is our next flag, that is going to be as a excellent. Just hit the enter, try to drag the formula what we have written here. So this tax function I'm going to hit here. You can check if it is below till 75 lakh, all are coming as a good. And if I'm using if I'm checking like if the sales are going to above are going to greater than the 75 lakh, then it's coming as excellent. So if you are having, remember it, if DAX function is going to use for if you are having a kind of true or false. Okay, so this is a kind of true or false. If this is going to true, you give this. If it is false, then give this. For true false kind of the condition, for only one or two output you wanted, then it's best to use the if DAX function. Now coming for the next scenario where we have to use the switch function, and why we cannot use the if function, or why we are not using the if function, that we need to know here. We have to now give the flag based on the multiple condition. So there is a, if my sales is less than 66 lakh, you give as average. Greater than, then give as good. If greater than or equal to 75 lakh, give as excellent. If greater than or equal to 85 lakh, then give as outstanding. So there are multiple flag we have to adjust here. If you are going to achieve it by this using if tax function, then also you can achieve it, but that is going to, you have to use a nested if. When I say nested if, then it's mean you have to use multiple if condition into the if condition. So let's check first how we can achieve the same thing in the if dax function, and then we will check here why we need to avoid the if dax function and why we need to use switch in these kind of the scenarios. So let's try to create one another measure. I will go for the new measure and I will name it as a sales flag, and we'll keep like if versus switch. Okay, so first I will write in if condition, then I will move for the switch. So simply condition is same. Now we have to use the if here logical dax function. I will give the same sum of sales amount. Okay, and now the first thing they are telling it, if my sales is less than 66 lakh. Okay, so I will give here, if my sum of sales amount is less than 66 lakh, then you have to give me as a result. If this is going to true, give me as a average. Okay, this is the first thing. Now the result if false, you have to again copy and paste the same thing, because in this condition again you have to use the if condition, because if your result is going to false. So my second condition is, if my sales is greater than 66 lakh. So I will use here greater than 66 lakh. But and the next one is asking, I will just try to tell you what I am doing here. I will copy it again, will give here again, and here they are asking greater than or equal to 75 lakh. Okay, so here if it is greater than 66 lakh, then definitely this should be also a between kind of thing. I will use the AND operation, and this sum of sales amount should be less than this 75 lakh. Okay, now this is going to make sense, because if I'm going to give only greater than 66 lakh, it will not able to understand. Okay, otherwise it will not able to understand this one. So now I have to make one foundation. If my sales is greater than 66 lakh and less than this 75 lakh, or flag as a good. Okay, now the next one is, if my sales amount is greater than or equal to 75 lakh, then you give me as a excellent. Okay, same thing we need to use here also, this AND operator what we have used. I will copy here. Okay, and I will use here, because I have to make a bracket here. Again I'm asking for greater than 85 lakh, then it should be less than 85 lakh, and this will be excellent. And now the last one will be, if my this sales amount is greater than or equal to 85 lakh, then you give me the result as outstanding. Okay, so now I hope you have understood it. So these things we can achieve it, but check here how we have written so many nested if tax function. Let's try to add this function, and now you can check here. We are getting less than 66 lakh as an average, greater than 66 lakh and less than 75 lakh as a good, greater than 75 lakh and less than 85 lakh it's coming as excellent, and greater than 85 lakh it's coming as outstanding. We have achieved it. But now this tax function, whatever the query you are written here, this is going to take a load on the query. It will check first this first condition and give the result. Then in the result, if not correct, then it will check this condition, then it will give the result. In the again it will check this condition, give the result again. So this query is becoming very harsh. So this will impact on your performance. Now the same thing easily how we can get it using the switch dax function. So I will simply will not rewrite it. I will just copy the same thing. Okay, or I will just try to write one another dax function, another measure, so which will be simply, I will get it like sales flag switch here. Okay, switch And simply now I will write here. So in the switch I will write one DAX function switch, and in the expression I will write here true false. There is a condition. So true means if whatever the condition I'm going to write, if that is going to be exact match only, then only it will provide the result, not will be any appropriate match. Okay, so if you have used Excel before that, then you will be aware of that. Now my condition is simply sum of sales amount, okay, greater than 66 lakh. Okay, so 66 lakh, then how you will come, you come as an average. Okay, and my another condition is sum of sales. I don't have to use one more time switch. Okay, because there you have seen in if I have to use multiple if. This particular switch function is built only for that. If you are having more than one condition, then you can easily adopt that, easily you can get those results. So if my sum of sales is there, there it was less than 66 lakh, and here it is greater than 66 lakh, and I will use the same thing. I will, copy it, paste it. It should be less than 75 lakh. So I will copy, paste here, and this will be 75 lakh. Then what you give me the result? You have to give me the result as a good. Okay. Now I will give a comma. Same I will copy here and will go down, paste it. Now my another condition is greater than 75 lakh. Okay, so it should be greater than or equal to actually. I'm sorry, this will be less than. Okay, because this will be less than, and here will be greater than or equal to 75 lakh, and less than what will be 85 lakh. Okay, so if this is the condition, then you give me result or flag as a excellent. So I'll just have to use this sum of sales. Okay, go down, copy it, and if it is greater than or equal to 85 lakh, then you give me the result as a outstanding. Okay, outstanding. Okay, all right, this have been closed. This function is very easy. Okay, you do not have to write multiple nested queries there. Simply just one switch function is enough. I will drag and drop both thing. Now you can check here, both the queries are going to work exactly the same, but into the if text function you have written multiple if inside the if. Okay, this if condition is inside this if is inside this is inside this, and all those four if condition are inside this if. This is becoming a nested if, and this can impact your performance. In the switch, what I have done, simply I have given whatever the calculation I have performed, and based on the output, and simply only one time switch function have been used, and this is going to provide the exact result. So that's why we are telling you, or we are recommending you, if you have to get a kind of true or false kind of the result or one result, then it's recommended you to use as a if DAX function. And if you have a multiple possible outcome based on one expression or condition, then it's perfectly you need to replace your nested if with the Swiss DAX function, because this is going to use for category classification, grading, or rule based labeling. So this is the perfect things you have to use the switch. Okay, so I believe now you have understood like how and when we have to use a switch versus if DAX function. So if is great when logic is small, but when you have business rule expand, switch is the superhero that keeps your DAX clean, scalable, and professional. So the real Power BI pros never fight with nested ifs. Okay, they use switch smartly. So this is the thing. Now I believe you have understood it perfectly. So if you have understood, please hit the like button, and please subscribe the channel, so that I am going to upload at least one video on a week. And you can check it my playlist, where in the most asked playlist I have created. So in the interview, if you are going to appear, so I have tried to cover all those tax function which is mostly or widely are going to ask in the interview. That is going to be helpful for you. I thank you so much for watching this video. Keep growing and keep earning.